Hi, as a new Christian, I've been thinking about all the ways the society tries to keep us away from God and how the society has been keeping me away from God. And one of them is this narrative that somehow the Bible and Jesus and religion is such an outdated thing, that it is a thing of the past, that it is something that was relevant maybe 2000 years ago because back then people didn't know better. The society was not advanced and we didn't have the technology and blah, 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 blah. So basically telling us that religion or Christianity is an old, dusty thing just for old people. And if that worked for people like before, now we are more advanced than that. And, now we can use logic and technology and we don't need all this hope in God, this kind of thing. And I think that's really one of the ways that keep people away from religion. This idea that it was something from the past and people didn't know better, but now we have technology. Yeah. So basically, they tell you that our society is too good and too advanced to have something such as God and faith in a God, hope in a God. But then on the other hand, we are in a society where, especially in the modern societies, where most people don't know how to feed themselves, like they could not survive a day. They don't know how to grow vegetables, don't know how to cook. That's why they need to buy those ready-made meals that are super unhealthy and bad, literally bad for your health, that cause really bad diseases just because you're not able to do basic things such as feeding yourself. But yeah, we are living in an advanced society where people cannot find their ways anymore, they don't have a phone, things like this. We've also seen the limits of technology. Like in modern societies, I think that if you were to not use your phone for a day, you would realize quickly how dependent you are on it. And is that progress? Is that advanced? I'm not sure, basically. Just the society telling us that we are too advanced for God. But then when you actually look at it, well, first of all, are you advanced? Is it really progression or degeneration? I'm not sure. And that's obviously a lie. Like God is obviously a timeless thing and it's not like a thing for the past. But I think this narrative has been working quite well. So what do you think? Have you also noticed this narrative? Especially if you have not been Christian for most of your life? And have you even bought into this narrative that God is somehow an outdated thing and we live in a society that is too advanced for it? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to read your thoughts. God bless. Have a great day.